Reaction to the new videos is pouring in. It's providing new fodder for President Trump's critics, while his supporters point out Gallagher was acquitted by a jury.
News 8's Brandon Lewis is monitoring social media reaction and joins us now in studio. Brandon?
Earlier this week, we saw a lot of the president's supporters praising Mr. Trump's decision to invite Gallagher and his wife to Mar-a-Lago for the holidays. Today, it's mostly his critics, including some veterans who are questioning the president's involvement.
Chief Eddie Gallagher walked out of a San Diego Navy courtroom acquitted of all but the least serious charges, posing for a picture with the corpse of an ISIS fighter. President Donald Trump is an ardent ally of him, inviting him to Mar-a-Lago this week, which earned praise from some supporters like Mike, who said, quote, "Thank you, President Trump, for honoring an American hero, and thank you, Eddie Gallagher, for your service to our country," unquote. And Brian, who welcomed Gallagher home and also thanked the president. Then, the New York Times announced it obtained new video testimony of Gallagher's fellow SEALs who called him toxic and evil. Retired Navy Admiral James Stavridis said, quote, "New reporting on the SEAL war crime story is shocking to watch and does not represent what our military is all about," unquote. Another veteran said, quote, "Here's to the immensely brave Navy SEALs who've spoken out against Eddie Gallagher's war crimes. Their courage and devotion to honorable service is an example to all Americans in putting country above tribalism. Gallagher is a disgrace and unfit to wear the uniform of the U.S. Navy," unquote. Gallagher's attorney pointed out Gallagher was acquitted and in a statement said, quote, "Times reporter Dave Phillips' persistent desire to ignore the facts of this case, to continue to publish false and misleading articles months after the acquittal demonstrates clear bias and actual malice, which is why my client has instructed me to prepare a lawsuit against him and the New York Times," unquote. While Times editor Mark Lacey posted, quote, "Decide for yourself if Eddie Gallagher is a model warrior, as President Trump contends, or a reckless one, as some SEAL colleagues allege."
You can watch more from the interview tapes on The Weekly, which airs on FX and Hulu. Meanwhile, Gallagher retired from the Navy at the end of November. Carla?
Thank you, Brandon.